welcome to Seaworld.
Hello.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us today, and we would also like to thank each and every one of you for following the social distancing and face mask wearing guidelines while visiting the park today. This will ensure that we all stay safe and allow us to keep sharing these amazing animals with all of you. Now please enjoy today's presentation.
Okay, let me put it down. Fishy! Fishy! Where's the fishy? Fishy! The water stopped.
Interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to Seaworld's Orca Encounter. I'm Stephanie, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. Seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this orca encounter will help you better understand these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
In every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Natural wonder, and Orchid here is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for catching a quick breath right at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are that giant white patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in the black area, in front of the white patch, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps stabilize orcas when they are swimming. It also helps regulate their body temperatures. The flippers on the sides of their bodies are called pectoral flippers and are mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside them, just like the human hand. The lobes at the end of the tail are called flukes. Tail flukes are a killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, as fast as our speedboats. And they swim the fastest, and they use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation.
Echolocation.
Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at Seaworld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at Seaworld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps to show their dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a peck slap to gain her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they'll breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. form of communication that the killer whale uses in the wild. Great communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Keat demonstrates the same behavior and movement right here in front of all of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. You can see orchids showing you the same wave-making technique, demonstrating some of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you really can't imagine just how powerful they are until you experience it for yourselves. And that's where you guys come in. So if you're sitting down below, are you guys ready to feel the power of the waves made by the whales? All right, let's do this.
Let's go.
We got both sides going. Here it goes. It's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale that you see on the screen is the largest animal in the world. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than the killer whale. So how does an orca this size eat a whale that size in the wild? It's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, Killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side. In the wild and here at Seaworld. Corpuscing is when an orca swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. And will rub their bellies on rocks when they can, just like whales in British Columbia would. You'll even see whales imitating each other in the wild. We see it here at Seaworld all the time. Our whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior has its purpose. For example, a tail whip is a hunting technique used to stun fish. But today, I think these orcas just might be stunning all of you. Every single day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. All of our whales take an active role in their own health and well-being. We can ask our whales to line up at the surface and present their tail flukes to their trainers. This is an important behavior which allows our veterinarians to come down and get a blood sample from our whales so we can monitor their overall health. They are even trained to slide up onto a scale like you see Orca doing in the video. This allows us to monitor their weight and diet. It also ensures that younger whales are growing properly and older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. And we can even get a breath sample from their blowholes. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the trusted relationships we've built with them every single day right here at Seaworld. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this time to introduce you to a whale, one of our females. She's making her way over here right now. Everybody, I want you to meet Shuka.
Hi, Shuka.
She just celebrated her 28th birthday on Thursday.
Happy birthday.
She is definitely the princess out of our killer whale group. She loves interacting with all of the whales and having playtime with her trainers as well, and enjoys her favorite treats right here, ice cubes and snowballs. We interact with our whales every day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and playtime keep them in great shape.
The whales here at Seaworld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at Seaworld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you everyone for joining us today at Orca Encounter. I'd like to go ahead and ask that everybody please remain seated. We are going to start the process of emptying the amphitheater. This is in an effort to maintain some social distancing. It does go fairly quickly with everybody's cooperation. There are park operations ambassadors at the corner of each section of the stadium. You'll see they have flags. Right over here is an orange flag. You guys down here, row by row, section by section, will be going up the bottom of the facility. Up top there's a purple flag, they'll be the same up there. Over on this side we have a yellow flag, they've already started the lower section. The blue flag will do the upper section. People way up in the center, you're going to be going to the gray flag in the back of the end.